On the 28th of February 1845, a tempest of unprecedented ferocity struck the Patagonian coast. Storm systems of this magnitude are rare in the region, but the historian's eye is drawn to the significance of this event. The ship's log records the storm, detailing the vessel's turbulent journey across the Drake Passage. Captain Hartley's journal entries reveal his worries as he struggled to navigate his ship through the treacherous waters. Weather charts confirm the storm's ferocity, with winds reaching speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour and massive waves threatening to engulf the vessel. The crew's struggles to maintain stability and control are well documented, their efforts a testament to the enduring power of the sea. Despite their valiant efforts, the ship is eventually battered into submission, a victim of the storm's unrelenting fury. The aftermath of the storm sees the crew forced to abandon ship, their survival a testament to the ingenuity and determination that has always defined the human spirit. The incident would go on to shape the maritime community's perception of Cape Horn, a reputation forever linked to the treacherous sea route that lies beneath the infamous headland. By the mid-19th century, the myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms had long been ingrained in the collective consciousness of sailors. Brian Donnelly's 19th century account, detailing the treacherous sea route that winds its way past the infamous headland, serves as a prime example of this. Donnelly's descriptions of massive waves and tempests of unprecedented ferocity have become the gold standard for understanding the Cape Horn experience. The 1872 Fitzroy expedition logs harrowing weather conditions, further cementing the Cape Horn reputation. Fitzroy's crew encountered massive storms, treacherous ice floes, and treacherous sea routes, their efforts a testament to the enduring power of the sea. These accounts served to further solidify the myth, their vivid descriptions etching the Cape Horn experience into the collective psyche of sailors. The 1928 Castexos-Schwinger study details the dangers of the Cape Horn Channel, a comprehensive examination of the region's unique weather patterns. The study confirms the myth, its findings serving to further underscore the treacherous nature of the sea route. This mythos has had a profound impact on maritime history, shaping the way sailors approach the treacherous waters that lie beneath the infamous headland. The myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms has its roots in a combination of historical events and scientific discoveries. The 1822 British Royal Navy expedition discovers the strong winds and massive waves that come to define the Cape Horn experience. This expedition serves as a turning point in the development of the myth, its findings providing a foundation upon which the Cape Horn reputation would be built. However, it was the 1845 expedition led by Captain Hartley that truly cements the myth in the public imagination. Hartley's journal entries reveal the true nature of the storm, its ferocity and power a testament to the enduring power of the sea. This incident serves as a catalyst for the development of weather forecasting techniques, which improved dramatically with the 1885 Jones weather vanes. As the understanding of the Cape Horn experience evolves, so too does the myth. The 1845 expedition's groundbreaking achievement serves as a prime example of this, its success paving the way for future generations of sailors to tackle the treacherous waters that lie beneath the infamous headland. The myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms is thus revealed to be more than just a product of sailors' imaginations, its roots firmly grounded in historical reality. Gustavus Adolphus, the 17th century Swedish king who has long been revered for his military prowess and strategic genius, has an unexpected connection to the myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms. Adolphus's military campaigns, particularly his use of cavalry and rapid redeployment, influenced the development of weather forecasting techniques. In 1632, Adolphus wrote a series of letters to the Elector of Saxony, detailing his experiences with the harsh Swedish winters and the challenges of predicting the weather. These letters highlight the importance of observing and recording weather patterns, a crucial skill for sailors navigating the treacherous waters around Cape Horn. Adolphus's legacy is cemented in the 19th century nautical charts, which continue to be used by sailors to this day. The Swedish king's emphasis on accurate weather forecasting has had a lasting impact on the development of maritime navigation. The myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms has its roots in a combination of historical events and scientific discoveries. Adolphus's military campaigns and letters about the harsh Swedish winters demonstrate the importance of observing and recording weather patterns. The development of weather forecasting techniques has been crucial in shaping the myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms. Captain Hartley stood on the deck of the brig Northumberland, gazing out at the treacherous sea route that lay before him. The 1845 expedition was about to embark on a journey that would take them to the end of the world, or at least the southernmost tip of South America. The crew was seasoned, but the challenges of navigating the treacherous waters around Cape Horn were well known. Hartley's ship was sturdy, but the crew was aware that the stormy reputation of the headland was not just a myth. As the Northumberland set sail, the crew faced treacherous seas and unpredictable weather. Hartley's journal entries reveal his growing concern for the safety of his crew, who were pushing the limits of human endurance. The journey was long and arduous, with the crew facing challenges that tested their resolve and their seamanship. Hartley's journal entries reveal his growing concern for the safety of his crew. The 1845 expedition was about to embark on a journey that would take them to the end of the world. I find it quite remarkable that the map of the world can be fundamentally altered by a single ship and a very determined man. In 1845, the expedition I have been following was not just fighting the waves, they were fighting the unknown. At the helm of this endeavour was Robert Fitzroy, a man whose name is often tied to the Beagle, but whose work in these waters was nothing short of transformative. As the expedition pushed further south, they were not merely surviving the swell. They were looking for an answer to a question that had haunted navigators for centuries. Was there a way through? Or was the southern tip of the Americas a solid, impenetrable wall? When Fitzroy finally began the detailed charting of the strait, he was doing more than drawing lines on parchment. He was carving a path through a maritime nightmare. The discovery of this reliable route to the Pacific changed everything. Before this, the passage was a matter of guesswork and terrifying luck. I look at the logs from that period and see a shift in the language of the sailors. The tone moves from pure terror to a sort of professional, albeit cautious, respect. By opening the strait, Fitzroy provided the world with a predictable artery for maritime trade. Suddenly, the vast distances between the Atlantic and the Pacific felt a little less daunting. It turned the southern tip of the world from a dead end into a gateway. It was a monumental achievement of hydrography. Though I suspect the men on the deck were less interested in the glory of science and more interested in the fact that they had finally found a way to stop guessing where the land ended. The Northumberland was beset by a massive storm, its massive sails torn and useless, its hull battered by the relentless winds and waves. The crew fought to keep the ship afloat, desperately trying to outrun the tempest's ferocity. The storm's roar was deafening, a cacophony of thunder and screams that seemed to shake the very foundations of the earth. As the night wore on, the crew's determination only grew stronger. They huddled together, sharing what little warmth and comfort they could, their eyes fixed on the horizon in a desperate bid to outrun the storm's fury. The ship's captain, Hartley, stood at the helm, his eyes fixed on the horizon, his jaw set in a resolute line. The storm raged on, its power and fury unrelenting. Yet the crew's resilience and teamwork in the face of danger was nothing short of remarkable. They worked together, their movements swift and decisive as they battled to keep the ship on course. The Northumberland shuddered and groaned, its wooden hull creaking under the pressure, yet still it held, its crew's determination and will to survive its greatest challenge yet. As the hours ticked by, the storm's intensity began to wane, its fury slowly receding as the night wore on. The crew's exhaustion was palpable, their bodies battered and bruised, yet still they stood, united and unbroken, their will to survive and triumph over the storm's fury unshaken. The crew's resourcefulness and teamwork in the storm had been nothing short of remarkable, yet it was Hartley's leadership and decision-making that had been the key to their ultimate survival. The captain's calm and steady hand had guided the crew through the storm's worst moments, his quick thinking and decisive action having saved them from certain disaster. As the storm finally began to subside, the crew's relief was palpable, their exhaustion and fatigue giving way to a sense of triumph and accomplishment. The Northumberland, battered and bruised, yet still standing, was a testament to the crew's resilience and determination, and to Hartley's leadership and vision. The crew's resourcefulness and teamwork had been on full display as they had worked together to repair the ship's damaged sails and hull, and to navigate the treacherous waters that had threatened to engulf them. It was a remarkable display, one that spoke to the crew's skill and expertise, and to Hartley's leadership and vision. As the crew finally began to breathe a sigh of relief, they knew that they had been through something special, something that would stay with them for the rest of their lives. The storm had been a test, a trial by fire that had pushed them to their limits, yet they had emerged victorious, their will to survive and triumph over the storm's fury unshaken. The 1845 expedition's return was met with great fanfare, the crew's remarkable resilience and determination in the face of danger serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration to all who had followed their journey. The expedition's documentation and analysis of the storm had been meticulous, providing valuable insights into the nature of the storm and its effects on the human body. As the crew's reunion with their families was a joyous and emotional occasion, it was also a poignant reminder of the sacrifices that they had made in pursuit of their goal. The expedition's achievement had been nothing short of remarkable, and it was clear that it would have a lasting impact on the development of weather forecasting. The crew's experiences on the 1845 expedition had been nothing short of transformative, and it was clear that they had been changed by their experiences. The storm had been a defining moment, a test of their will and determination that had pushed them to their limits. Yet they had emerged victorious, their will to survive and triumph over the storm's fury unshaken. As the crew's stories of the storm and its effects on the human body were shared and retold, it was clear that the 1845 expedition's achievement would be remembered for generations to come. The storm had been a defining moment, a test of their will and determination that had pushed them to their limits. Yet they had emerged victorious, their will to survive and triumph over the storm's fury unshaken. The 19th century nautical charts continued to influence navigation, with the myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms remaining an integral part of maritime law. The Cape Horn-Gibraltar Association, established in 1920, still meets annually to commemorate the bravery of sailors who have faced the treacherous waters surrounding the Cape. The infamous Cape Horn storm still captivates sailors, who tell tales of its fury in hushed whispers around campfires on deserted islands. The real reason behind the myth remains a topic of debate among historians, with some attributing it to the exaggerated accounts of Captain Hartley's 1845 expedition. Others argue that it is a result of the collective fears and superstitions of sailors, drawn into the Cape Horn legend, like moths to a flame. The truth, however, lies in the scientific discoveries of the time, which revealed the importance of ocean currents and atmospheric pressure in shaping the weather patterns around the Cape. Despite the passing of time, the legacy of Cape Horn endures, a testament to the power of human imagination and the enduring allure of the unknown. The myth of Cape Horn's fierce storms continues to captivate sailors, who are drawn to its timeless and haunting beauty like sailors to the siren's call. The real reason behind the myth, however, remains a mystery, locked away in the dusty archives of history, waiting to be uncovered by a curious and intrepid scholar.